Hey guys, this is KD and welcome to GetUtilized.com. In my earlier video, I showed you how to make a wired bot. In this video, I'll be showing you how to turn these things into wireless, basically with the help of radio frequency. I brought this transmitter and receiver kit from Vega RoboKit. It is basically a DIY kit, so we have to solder all the components on the transmitter as well as on the receiver. So let's go ahead and unbox this. This is basically the RF module, transmitter and receiver, two of them. We are having the PCBs of the transmitter and the receiver. The receiver will come on your board and the transmitter is in your hand. So it basically transmits the data from the switches. It goes to the RF and it goes to the receiver on your board. The components on your receiver, all the components on your transmitter. Oh, they have also provided antennas. Good one. This seems to happen some info about the transmitter and receiver module. This shall be description of the circuit and all the components. Let's take a close look at the PCB over here. We are having some slots for the decoding IC. This is HT12D, the name of the IC. Here you can see the word select has been written. So this is basically the DIP switch. So you have to move this up and down to keep it high or low. I'll explain you later what I am talking about. Here you are having some resistors. Here we have some diodes. And oh yeah, this is the 12 volt DC input. This is motor inputs, two motor inputs for the 4 channels. These are the places where the RF module goes. You can also insert the 8-pin modules as well as the 3-pin modules. This is IC7805. We are having some capacitors over here, and these horizontal lines, vertical lines, or these plane lines are jumpers. So you have to just shorten these 2 points over here. Now what remains on the circuit is our motor driver IC. Now we are using L298N. So this IC basically has a current consuming capacity of 4 ampere. So we can draw 2 ampere from one channel and 2 ampere from the other. This is basically IC298N. Has a heatsink on it for higher current capacity. Here are some of the input terminals for a motor and the battery. This is IC HT12D, the decoding IC on your receiver, and this is 7805, reduction from 12 volts to 5 volts, regulator IC, and some other components such as the resistor. We have few capacitors and we have diodes. Now let's begin the soldering of our receiver first. Now this is basically the list of all the components we are using in the receiver module. You will start with the resistors, capacitors, the other semiconductors and the other accessories. So let's begin with the resistors. Now they say that R1 and R2 is of 1 kilo ohm. It is 1/4 of a watt. So go ahead and find a resistor of 1 kilo ohm and place it right here, because this says R1 and this says R2. So with the help of VB Roy of Great Britain, had a very good wife, the famous resistor color code chart. Go ahead and determine which resistor is of 1 ohm. So, and bend its legs. Insert it right away. And just give it a tiny solder spot over here. Now before you actually go ahead and solder all these components, I would like to give you a tiny bit of advice. Take a pen knife and take any random component and make sure you scrape off its terminals, because you know there is a tiny coating on it which doesn't allow these components to get soldered on the PCB. So after you complete with all the resistors, go ahead with the capacitors and follow this list one by one. So let's go ahead and solder all the resistors at first. Here we go. As you can see, we have soldered all the 4 resistors. Now the next thing we have to do is we have to take the 3 capacitors and solder them in the right place. So here we go. This is C1, C2 and C3. So C1 now